Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Gabe, aka Poppy Fly. So today we got something special. We about to bag the world's first Acura ADX. Alright guys, so here we have my 2026 Acura ADX A-Spec all-wheel drive. Just got it not too long ago, so we purchased this to give it away to one of you guys. And you know, as I mentioned on Instagram, you know, giving you guys a brand new car is cool, don't get me wrong, but we need to fly this out. Or pimp my ride, however you want to reference it. But we need to close this gap. This gap is completely insane. But it's a mini SUV, so I can get why they made the car so damn high. So we don't really know what struts this uses, but we have so many kits in stock that we're about to experiment, and I'm hoping that one of the kits we have in stock will fit this. So we're gonna bring this in. As far as the trunk setup, we're not too sure what we're doing yet. We're kind of gonna YOLO it, but yeah. Then we have here the OEM lip kit, which is the front and the rear. So we're gonna get that paint matched next door auto dent, and we're gonna paint all the black because it just hides so much. And when we bag it, that tire and that, it's just gonna look ridiculous. There's no contrast there. So we're gonna paint match every single thing. We tinted it already. We did 5%. We did 15/20, which is supposed to be 5. Then we did 20 windshield. So pretty pitch black. Although the interior is pretty cool, the tint looks a lot better. We also took this car to G4 Works and we scanned the whole entire car, hence the white powder. So we're gonna make carbon fiber diffusers. We're gonna make a side skirt, a rear lip, front lip, the front fog light. I mean, you guys gotta stay tuned and follow G4 Works. So if you have one of these or plan on getting one, we're gonna try to have a lot of parts for you guys. Starting off with the suspension, and then obviously the carbon fiber parts. So remember, you guys, one of you will win this car. Brand new 2026 ADX. I waited a while. Just because I figured maybe I'd be able to use somebody else's platform to do what I wanted. But nobody has done anything to this. We see maybe one bagged HRV, which is supposedly shares the same platform. They almost look the same. This looks just a little more luxurious and a little more money. But just like the RDX and the CRV, you know, it's kind of the same concept. CRV obviously is a little cheaper. RDX and Acura is a little more expensive. And fast forward to now, so many people have the RDX, and I'm so glad that we did what we did when we did, because now we're able to provide so many kits for RDX customers, and that's one of our top sellers. So I'm hoping to take this platform and do exactly the same. Bag it, wheels, put this car on the map, and then we're gonna be seeing them in the street, because this car has so much potential, and I don't know how any of you do not see it, but I'm gonna make this vision into reality. So let's get into this video. We were gonna do 3P, but I suggested 4P because it's new and it's good for the brand. But we don't like 4P as much as 3P because 4P is a little complicated. But I think we should do 4P.
So 4P it is.
So 4P it is.
Yeah!
Okay, so what's the idea, boss?
I don't even know yet.
You don't know?
So, what I'm thinking is, so we do have a huge spare in here, and that was in there as well. So what I'm thinking is cutting this here, these off, and then putting one compressor there, and the tank there. I mean the management there.
And still keep the spare.
Yeah, still keep.
I like that.
And then just throw the tank on top.
So we'll just have the
Basically,
tank.
we would have the tank just here, visual.
Okay. So we still have access to the spare. So whoever wins this car, if something happens, they still have access to their spare. I like that idea. It's always good to have your spare because you never know what could happen.
So yeah, you have spare, you have plenty of room, just in case you guys have a family, you guys stick for your stroller.
We're gonna test it. We're gonna put the tank there, and then since I have 3 kids, only one uses a stroller. We're gonna test the stroller in here and make sure it's good. I really like this that it came with because it hides everything. You won't be able to see it. We're gonna have our master technician bring out all the goodies and get started on this. Why? Because static is dead. Alright guys, so here we have ALP4. So major difference is this now lights up and you get to choose from many different colors and they basically match. So if you want purple, purple, green, green. So manifold is just a little thicker. Not much different other than the lighting. Obviously now you get to put this on it. But the remote itself is so much heavier. Again, I don't really like it. It's just too big. But, you know, I feel like the new giveaway deserves the new ALP4. So keep up with the trend. We've installed a few of these. And I still don't know 100% how to use it. So what's better than learning on your own car? Or rather, your car. So I'm going to put this somewhere in the car nice and clean. And then go from there. Alright, so since we're running dual compressor, we have 2 harnesses. So thankfully, ADX has a beautiful grommet back there that we had cut a little open to make sure that grommet sits flush and the wires run through. So we got both our harnesses there. Removed all the panels on the side. The highest paid tech is using his phone as a flashlight when we have like 3 of them. Plastic removed. Boom, boom. And then the best part that he showed me was the lines are going to run right through this grommet.
Genius. Let's do this.
No interference with anything. Then the harness, nice and clean there. Going to be zip tied. This is going to come out fresh. So now he's running the power wire on the ground. He's going to set up the trunk spot, start cutting all this. And hopefully we can get this bagged today. Alright, so we're basically going to just mount the remote here. Unfortunately with this car it has this mesh thing, so I don't have a magnet holder for this. So we're just going to place it right here for now. Again,
would you like to turn it on? I can connect it up for you if you want.
Yeah, oh, the manifold's over there. So, but yeah, so we're going to run this here for the time being. Maybe I can get somebody to make, I don't know, a bracket for something here or whatever the case is. But we're gonna have
so we only rock with the best airlift.
Yeah, I already introduced that.
Yo, you introduced it already?
Yeah.
You gotta be quicker than that.
I want to show them the lights.
Oh, we want to show them the lights.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna.
Line it up!
So we have power. There you go. Complicated. Too complicated for me. But so Chris is gonna teach us how to change colors here. So accent, background. So what's accent? The remote, like the numbers. Oh, so I guess you get 2-tone around there. So you get to change the colors: teal, orange. As you change here, it changes on the manifold. Set up the brightness. Like I said, it's a lot of cool features. Teal and yellow. But yeah, I'll show you guys the manifold. So there you see it's red, and then obviously again, like I said, you can change the colors. Here we have both compressors here, chilling. We decided to put the manifold actually on top with the tank. I have this bracket, but I'm hoping it works with that just to kind of show it off. And then that's pretty much it. I'm gonna button this up, put the tank up, and install the struts. Alright guys, so we have power. Tank is filling up. Just gotta finish the trunk setup and we good. I'm super hyped. Alright guys, so looking at the suspension, it looks like every other Honda in the planet, every new Honda. The only thing that changes is the diameter. So we're gonna try to figure out that And we have a bunch of kits in stock that one of them has to fit. Then the rear kind of looks like the SUV. It looks like a CRV. So it might work, it might not. Either way, one, we're gonna figure it out. And two, I can't tell you the sauce.
Fascinated today, only hours after revealing to the world that she is super able. For now.
But just know that you can buy the kit from us. There's too many people watching, too many companies. So we're not gonna give you the sauce. But we will have this kit available after install and testing. So let's get to installing what we think might work. All right, so this is not a do-it-yourself video, but 14, 17, and then you yank down. Obviously I can't do it because of the camera. Push this out, and then there's 314 on the top, and the strut is out. So let's get this. All right guys, the front is fully in. Perfect. Did not need much modifications. Steel braided line is on. We zip tie it to sway bar link, and then run it on the control arm and run the lines back. So front is officially done. Made sure I had some clearance back here so we could tilt this bad boy. But if we run into an issue, we can always switch to a slim back. Now the rear, 2 bolts here, here, and then we're gonna experiment to see what shock we could put. Let's go. All right guys, so we have different type of bags, a lot of options for the rear. So this one is what we would typically use on an SUV. Obviously a little more aggressive and bigger, but because I don't think this car is an SUV completely, we're probably gonna go with something smaller, like a regular bellow. I think it should be good. We don't need all this height because we're not trying to go too high. So I'm gonna take this bag, test it out, and it should be good. All right, so here we have the regular bellow with the mounting point down there. It should work. Now to figure out the shock and go from there. All right, so here we have the rear shock. So all you have to do is transfer the top hats from the stock to ours, set the dampening, which we already do when you buy all of our kits. So we kind of made it where it's about 3-4 inches lower. So again, we don't need to go all the way to stock height, even though because of the shock shaft and travel with the bag, it might go to stock. But even if it doesn't, we're not too mad because it doesn't matter. So put the shock in, put the bag in, and then run the airlines and get this baby to sit fire. All right guys, bag's in, everything tightened up, lines are in. There is a beautiful grommet right up here where we can run all the lines, and then run the lines underneath this, clean, zip tied, go to the sway bar. Now we just got to run the lines inside, connect it to the manifold, and she is good to go. Can't wait to see this on the ground. So as far as the front, we had to lower it a lot more because when we did a test fit for clearance, it was just airing out right here. We needed to at least be right here. So that's that. What's gonna suck with this car is camber. That wall is pretty thick, but maybe we'll switch out to slim bags. Not too sure yet. Just gonna take it step by step. But yeah, let's run these lines inside, connect to the 4P, and finally see this on the ground. All right guys, so she's completely done. Are you guys ready to see this air out? Cause I'm hyped. Let's go. Guys, this thing looks like a hatchback. So the front, we have a little more adjustment to go. I'm probably gonna put a slim bag just to get it to like here, but nonetheless, this thing looks great. The rear is literally perfect. The black arches, the fenders kind of ruin it, so you can't really see the height like that, but it's okay because we're gonna paint match everything. So it's officially done for now. The trunk is a disaster. We're gonna wait till they paint match everything because we thought of an idea to basically paint match the tank. So we just left everything a mess. We're gonna take this tank out, and then when we get everything painted, we're gonna have them paint match the tank so it looks nice and clean. And once we get everything painted, we're gonna get some wheels. Need to test fit some wheels, see what we can run. I'm thinking 20s, just because these are 19s with 45 profile. But basically, guys, there you have it. We're gonna test fit the front lip real quick just to give you guys a little preview. So let's get that done. So as we all know, the mounting points on OEM is annoying because you have to drill holes. But basically, the lip goes on like that. And it comes black. So we're gonna paint match all of it. The fog light thing is the only thing I don't like because it's black. But I think I'm gonna paint match everything here and then kind of mask it here to give it the whole fog light upper bezel effect. And the lip is just basically gonna look like it's one whole piece, but not too big. It's gonna look good. Best part is that it's OEM. So boom, whoever needs part numbers is for the rear. You can barely see it. And then front. But yeah, there we have it. Now we're gonna drop this off. And stay tuned. Alright? Stay tuned, because remember, you guys, one of you are gonna win this because this is the giveaway. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. The next video is going to be super dope on this.